We're making some of that marvelous bread that you get at Botticelli's each time you come in. And by the way, don't forget that Scott makes this bread available to you too. You don't have to come in and just eat it. If you want to order a special kind of thing, give Scott a call. Scott, where are we now? This is we put it away. We've got it all wrapped up, and then what happens? It comes out what, 18 hours later? You said?
Anywhere from 12 to 18 hours, depending on the temperature and the humidity in your wherever you might be baking the bread.
All right.
At this point in time, this is sat for probably about 14 to 16 hours.
Okay.
As you can see, no kneading necessary.
No.
It looks rather
loose,
soft.
Yeah, kind of a jello looking thing.
Yeah, that's what's going to give it the wonderful crust.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be nice, crisp crust on the outside.
Yeah.
Really nice crumb on the inside. The different size air pockets. Yeah, you know, no sugar, no nothing. It works on itself.
Amazing.
And it mixes itself as it's fermenting, and it's quite a fantastic process.
Well, it tastes awful good. I can tell them that. And then now what's next?
Okay, so at this point, you're basically going to take and you're going to generously flour a work surface. Takes a little bit more flour than what a lot of people are used to when they're getting ready to work with the bread.
Okay.
Most of that is because you need to get a good coat and a good base on it because of the consistency of the dough.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will stick to the surface. I still run into some issues sometimes when I got other things going. Too many irons in the fire, so to speak.
Like any good chef would.
Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on ahead and scrape this out of the container.
You know, it has a nice aroma to it now.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's got that nice stringiness to it.
Yeah.
That is what's going to develop that wonderful inside of the bread. It's going to stay nice and moist. It's you know, it's wonderful. So we've got that all taken out. Now at this point in time, you don't really want to work it too much. It's going to make it a tougher dough.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
kind of fold it
in on itself. Whoops.
That's all right.
And I'm just gonna let it sit there. You don't need to let it rise again.
Okay.
You just put it on the work surface. The way we do it here, rather than cooking it in preheated earthenware or preheated pans, the pizza oven that we run runs about 550.
Wow.
So we just throw it directly.
Cooks it,
Yeah, and then halfway through the cooking process, or once when it's risen and it's starting to brown slightly on the ends, we transfer it from these pans directly to the stone.
Okay. All right.
So it's a little bit of shuffling. And we're just going to take pan spray that down, and then you're going to take a semolina, which is basically a flour product, durum. Flour, semolina, it's pretty much the same thing. This is just a little bit coarser. It's like a really fine cornmeal, but it's flour.
Okay.
We're just going to take it.
And what does that do for us? Just
this right here is going to keep it from sticking.
Okay, all right.
To the pan,
right.
And then also when I transfer it onto that pizza stone, it's going to keep it from sticking to the pizza stone also.
Very good. You're so clever.
So at this point in time, I'm going to take it. We cut ours into about 1.5 pound loaves.
Right.
You don't even really have to do anything at this point in time. You roll it over, put it on the pan. It's it.
Scott, this is really the end product, and it just, I got to tell you, it's picture perfect. It's like you got it out of a magazine.
Yeah, it's I was really happy with it. It really surprised me the first time I baked it. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
When it comes out of the oven, this right here is the last of last night's or yesterday's batch. We bake it every morning. I'm in here about 8 o'clock every morning baking bread. And the actual sign of a really good bread is the crust and the crumb. And with this bread, when it's fresh, or even after it's sat, out of a bag or whatnot for 12 hours, you can squeeze that bread, and it's actually going to crackle.